Well, for many resolutions, they're health-based, right? Well, you might choose a goal that's help-based.
A child in Douglas County could use your help. They could use a voice.
They couldn't. Here to explain, Kim Thomas, she's the executive director of CASA for Douglas County, and Vita Coffee is here. She's a peer coordinator. Thanks for stopping by this morning. Good to see both of you.
Good morning.
Yeah. So before we dive into the particulars of this, let's explain to people out there what CASA is for those who may not know.
Sure. CASA stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates, and we're a local organization, part of a national organization as well, but we train volunteers to advocate for kids in foster care. So those kids that by no choice of their own have entered the foster care system because of abuse and neglect, we're working with them to be the voice for them in court.
How is CASA funded?
So CASAs around the nation are funded differently. So it could be the state or the county, but here locally in Douglas County, we are all private, nonprofit. So I and my board do all of the fundraising.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I think of Dr. Phil on CBS right here. He talks about CASA all the time. He's a huge advocate. And right now you're working to raise public awareness about CASA. That's part of the reason that you're here. How are you doing that, and I guess why? What do you hope to accomplish?
Well, we hope to accomplish a couple of things. We are starting a public awareness campaign that will begin next month, and we're really hoping to raise awareness about what we're doing and recruit volunteers, because that's the overall goal, is to serve every kid in foster care with a CASA. Everyone needs a voice, and it's hard to choose which one we should give a CASA to.
Yeah. You cannot. How many kids are in foster care now, and then maybe give us an idea about last year, how many lives you reached?
Okay, so right now we, you know, the numbers, we're always kind of a year behind on numbers, but they range around 1,400 to 1,500 in Douglas County alone.
That's not in Nebraska.
No, that's not
just
in Nebraska.
In Douglas County.
It's a lot, and so last year we were able to serve right around 230, and this year we're well, I say 2013. So 2014, we haven't finished all the numbers yet, but it looks like we served about 250. So we're on our way up, but you know, to serve those kids, we need volunteers.
Yeah, you're making a bigger impact, but still, there's still a ways to go. But define the role. Can you walk through the actual steps? And
Vita, maybe you can do that for us.
Sure. How do you actually define the role of CASA as you walk through the process with these kids?
Well, you go through training, and that's about a 5-week training course, which is not, 5 weeks every day. It's like once in a month, and then once you learn that, then you're assigned to a certain child, and then you either see that child, most of the time you see them once a month, and then after you see them once a month, you could see them twice a month, but it's about 2 to 5 hours, I'd say, a whole month that you can put in, or you can put in more. It just depends on how you feel about the child. And then you are the child's person. You are the one that talks for them in court. You are the one that is there for them constantly. They are moved from home to home so much that with us, they at least see one person that's a constant in their life, and they always know that we're there for them, no matter what. So it's really self-satisfying, and it's one of those things that's way above and beyond myself.
You don't question for a second whether you're making a difference.
Oh, it's amazing. I feel like every child that I work with, I'm finally making a difference in someone's life. And these kids are so abused sometimes, and just you think, oh my God, they're helpless and they're hopeless and no one's going to be there for them. But as a CASA, I feel like I'm there, and they can come and call me anytime they want. I see them a lot. I talk to them a lot. I go to court. I speak for them in court. I really, really feel like it's one of the best things I've ever done.
These special advocates, like you, how are they appointed?
So the CASA program itself is written into state statute. And so when someone on the case feels like maybe things are not going quite like they should, the judge or anybody else on the case, a legal party, could ask for a CASA. We hope that changes as we move along, and we just hope that every kid gets one. But right now, they are appointed by a judge on their own motion or someone else's, and then we match up that family or that sibling strip to a CASA volunteer, and then they're appointed for basically, hopefully, the life of the case. That one consistent voice working with that child. So no matter what happens in that volunteer's life, they can change professional careers, they can do whatever, but they're not affected by what's going on in their personal life necessarily, because they still can advocate for that kid.
So the length of the commitment is based then on however long it takes for that case to go through the system. But then in some cases, I imagine you stay with that child. You just don't say, so long.
No. No, I don't think, I mean, I've had kids adopted that I've been on their case for a while, and I still stay in contact with them because I've been with them for so long that it's hard to just let go.
Yeah.
It's hard to just, because sometimes you want to take some of them home. I mean, it's really hard not to,
Right.
but as a CASA, I almost feel like I'm doing more than just being a foster care parent right now, because I can see more kids in a shorter period of time.
Here's some information about training. And so you touched on it, Vita, second Tuesday of each month and 2 times on those Tuesdays. What should our viewers do now if they feel like this is something I want to commit to in 2015? What's the first step?
Absolutely. So if you can make a commitment between 2 and 10 hours a month, we ask that you come to one of these information sessions. It's listed on the screen. Also, you can contact us at casaomaha.org. Any of the staff can help you, but Chris Watson is our training and recruitment coordinator, and we have a class starting in a couple weeks, and we would love to have you learn more about it.
And again, online, it's casaomaha.org, and then Twitter and Facebook too. I know you're active on social.
Yeah, but I guess you said 2 and 10 hours in terms of availability that you require.
Right.
It kind of depends on the case. That
Yeah,
you're
it kind of
speaking
depends on the
to.
intensity of the
Be
case.
open.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
See you again.
Thanks
for
great
having
to see
us.
you.
Take care.
All right, did you know more than 60% of us in the United States have smartphones? You can use yours to watch the Morning Blend. There's a Watch Live button on our homepage, or watch individual show clips at your convenience. Still ahead, 5 finds from the Consumer Electronics Show. It's now underway in Las Vegas.
First, 5 events Andy Hoig thinks you should know about in this latest Metro Connection.